I know they got You know this sandwich place? Do you know they take? They said they take wild place. They do. Oh, they do. Right about food. Subconnect. By Speedway, it's like a subway. Subconnection. That's the word. Yeah. It's literally on the left. But I think they're only open on like Tuesdays and Thursdays. And they close at 6 p.m. What they like? Sub. And they said they good. Like, smoothies. She just started selling smoothies. Chips, rice cookies, treats, all that stuff.
I wish I did that before
You spent all your money. They just opened like last week too. It took her a while to open it because of the snowstorm. But all right, see you.
See ya. Ooh, when you guys get a license, they make you do CEUs. Ooh. I always look for free ones. And this one is not free. $279.
Can we still turn in our eco map?
Yeah, of course. Yep.
Can you do today?
It probably is due today.
It was due yesterday. You had changed the code. So you changed the date?
I think I did change it.
You did change it.
But yeah, I can open it up for you guys. I try to keep it fair.
Or was it due yesterday?
Maybe at midnight.
The original date was Tuesday.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was due yesterday.
It might have been.
The original date was Tuesday and you gave us. Because I just downloaded the app, but it has to be 35 hours before you use the app.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, okay. You mean, yeah,
The
to
app, yeah.
see what you do. You could also do it off memory if you want. So like, where do you spend most of your time? Are you like MPC, gym rat? Are you cafeteria? Are you go home a lot? Do you
I do have a question.
yeah.
Like, I like my grade, but I'm really just curious on why I didn't get the full 200 points.
On the eco map or the genogram?
It was the eco map.
So usually having the key, like listing the energies at the bottom. That's
Wait,
it.
listen what?
Like I see where you have the perforated line.
Oh, like what they mean?
Right, right.
Oh.
And you can turn it in again if you want to. If you want to do that and snap it and put it in, I will give you those points. Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna ask you about the other one too.
Yeah, you can redo some genogram stuff
Well, I
too.
wasn't gonna redo it. I was just
Or
curious
add to
why
it.
I didn't get the full 200 points.
Right. A lot of times it's as simple as like not having enough of the physical health markers or the mental health markers.
Okay, this was the first one.
Uh-huh. Okay. What did I end up giving you?
I want to say it was a 95. I ain't tripping about it, but I was
Okay.
just curious. Like, what did I miss?
And then what was the second one? Or you're saying
Oh, the second one?
is the genogram?
Oh, that's the genogram. That's the first.
So, and this one, just not as much with, you have awesome physical notations, but like if there's any ADHD, if there's mental health, if there's, that's all. And if you add it and snap a picture again and put it in, I will give you the points.
That was the one that I just heard.
Right. And it's just like, what are the energies or the dynamics with them? So it just helps us talk to our clients better. Like, so you're saying energy with mom isn't great. Is there an instance that came up with that? Or with dad, do you guys fight a lot? Is he telling you to?
You wanted us to like explain?
Yes, that is essentially what it's for. And that's, again, obviously like a perfect score. So, and you still get an A, 90 and above.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Do you think suicide is selfish?
Interesting. That's, I mean, that comes up a lot. So, are you working 35?
Huh?
Who's working 35?
No, I gotta wait 35 just to open.
Oh, right. If you know where you go throughout the day and where you spend most of your time, you can write up like what she has and whose energy, like you're good with mom, maybe it's harder with dad, maybe vice versa, maybe but it's really just like, where is our energy all throughout the day? Is it church, workout room, cafeteria thing? And that's genogram or eco map. I'm sorry. And then genogram, the reason we do it is it's a good intro to our clients and like what we do. To say suicide is selfish seems to be like misunderstanding it, and misunderstanding people that are doing it, and like sometimes they feel like they have no option. That's why they do it. Hopefully they get to somebody that can talk them through it. Like we're trained in suicide prevention, where if you notice they have the thought, they have a plan, and they have the means to do it, you got to get them to 911 quickly, because that's when it's concerning. But like to have somebody talk through, know that there's options, know we're here to care for you and work through it. And but we see so much of it. I'm sure you guys have probably had experiences of people that you had that happen to in your life.
Yeah, because there's this like thing going on like social media. Because I don't know if you know who Will Power is, but he killed himself yesterday. And like they're basically like oh, he was selfish for killing himself. A rapper.
Who's that?
He's a rapper. But like in his rap, you can hear that he was depressed. Like he was really going through things. But,
Right.
Like, they think, oh, because you have money and like that you have it all turned out, and it's just crazy because he's literally a 2000 baby. So like the fact that he
Wow.
didn't feel secure in himself, and like he's mental health.
Did he have kids and family and
Yeah,
all?
I seen something on Facebook that was like he was selfish because he had a kid.
Right.
And I was like, I mean, like, who are we to tell anyone that they're selfish for their life decisions? Like,
Right.
it's just a debate on Facebook, and I was just wondering.
Did he use like a gun, or was it a?
I don't know what it was. I think they said, social media. I think it's like overdose.
Oh,
He
really?
took a bad pill.
Oh, okay, like a bunch of Tylenol to crush his
Or bigger.
kidney or liver. Yeah. Yep. And it happens. That is on Paper Tigers, which I was going to show you guys in here, but they always cut off my live stream if I do that because it's copyrighted. So that's why I put it out there for you guys can watch on your own. Have you seen the trailer? Do you remember seeing the trailer, or do you want me to show you guys the trailer?
What is it?
Paper Tigers. So this kind of gets into part of, I can't believe it's that old already, by the way. Maybe I need to go to a video and then the trailer, right? There's the trailer. Here you go. Because I do get into that.
In every school in America, walking down every street in America, there are the kids that get labeled. Get rid of them. They're nothing but trouble. Lincoln sits right in the heart of the most assaults, gang activity, truancy.
I did hear that. It was
What's that? I did. Do you guys remember?
I don't.
Okay. And you can watch it free on Amazon Prime. If you have Amazon Prime, if you still need to get it, you can sign up free to Amazon Prime with your centralstate.edu address. They give you 6 months of Prime for free. I know.
We're
so watching.
You could ever go to.
Kids at night, the fights, absolute chaos.
He pissed me off and I threw a chair at him. And I told him I was gonna kill him.
All of them were meant out.
I was invited to go to a conference about complex trauma and what stress does to the brain.
So one stat is that toxic stress leads to 400% more suicide. So you're 4 times more likely to attempt suicide if you have ACEs. So do you guys remember what ACEs stands for? You'll hear it the rest of your social work career. It's adverse childhood experiences. And then there's a free quiz online that will ask you about it. So from adverse childhood experiences, a lot of these kids have toxic stress, traumatic childhood. And we talk about it in social work. A lot of us, that's the reason we got into social work, is maybe we had an adverse childhood experience. So most people have 1 or 2. If you get 3 to 4, they recommend seeing a counselor, and that's never a bad thing for somebody to do. So I know we've seen this, but I'll show the trailer again. It's just 2 more minutes.
The behavior isn't the kid. The behavior is a symptom of what's going on in their life.
My mom was like, you're Shelly. She's the only thing I had. And for her to abandon me like that.
His coping mechanism was drinking a ton, smoking a ton.
I remember one night, I didn't want to be alive.
So she attempted suicide and talks about it openly in this And her dog saved her life somehow, actually. So
It hit me, and it hit me really hard.
You have to unconditionally love them, and you have to believe that their behavior might be out of their control.
I love playing the guitar. Like several of these guys feel like that's almost as strong as anything we ever do in class.
After that, he wasn't only a discipline figure, he was a friend.
Half of the student body had over a 3.0 GPA.
To watch their confidence come back has been incredible.
I'm not by myself anymore. I got a team.
If I can do it, all of you can definitely do it.
It's not that I'm judging you. I know why you're smoking weed. I know why you smoke meth. I know why you're fights. You don't want to feel. I mean, that's the big challenge is I'm asking you to try feeling for a little bit because sometimes when you feel, it guides you in the direction that you should be going and not to where you are.
I remember this video now.
Okay. And so you can watch it apparently on YouTube now too, which I didn't know. I don't know if this is the way they advertise to you, and it's not free, but this was a model used by a lot of local schools in Cincinnati, and I wrote an article about it. So it was called Lighthouse Community School. We did a study for behavioral challenge youth. I wrote 2 articles on it. So an in-depth look at successful strategies with at-risk students. And it was a model they used called trauma-informed care. So like approaching students with trauma-informed care. Let me see if they have a full view of the article. But we I think still have this school in Cincinnati. I could be totally off on that. Maybe a simple search will tell us. But the movie is about a school in Washington State. Watch, our funding have gone away for this school too. Hey, it looks like they still have it. Oh, did they get? No, that's different. That's different school. Lighthouse Community School. It looks like it's still open. I could be totally off on that. Maybe CPS voted to get rid of it. Oh, they renamed it. Okay. And that was, do they tell you a date on some of these ever? Or is that, anyway. So, yeah, so 2 years ago. But they have chickens, they have horticulture therapy, they've got a greenhouse. They're kind of using the model that Dr. Hunt has used. And there is also I think there is a famous person. There she is. I might have to turn off. This is the study that the majority of these places are doing their research after. And this is the Surgeon General of California. I'm going to mute this and see if it works. So that's the adverse childhood experiences, and there is ACE's health across lifetime chart. So it lowers by 20 years, the what's that? Here's what it looks like. And if I can get this bigger, this is from the Center for Disease Control, but just the larger image. So following table depicts events that may serve as an adverse childhood experience. So physical, emotional, or sexual abuse, neglect that's either physical or emotional, and then household dysfunction. Divorce already affects more than half of us. Substance use is a good 25%. Incarceration and mental illness, that's also 25%. But what it shows with the way that it affects health is just astonishing, that 12 times more likely to attempt suicide, and some of the impact there. They say she mentioned 1 in 8 have 4 or more ACEs, and then most of us have 1 or 2. So just something to be considered. I know we were finishing up this last PowerPoint, but about social hazards and like the circular influences on the family. So, and this relates back to ACEs. So if the marital interactions between the parents are domestic violence or something challenging and bad, the baby's response, both physically and emotionally, can raise the cortisol and stress them out, and then affect brain development. That then causes family distress, maybe makes it kind of goes like a circular thing where it increases stress, makes more marital interactions, and then the parents reacting cause the baby's response. Here's a few social strengths and hazards. One is father involvement. So that's gotten less because how many, I don't know if you guys were the age when almost all the time both parents had to work, because that switched sometime in the 90s and 2000s, where it was hard to raise a household off 1.5 jobs or 2.5 jobs. Now it's like you need to have 3.5 jobs. So mom has 2 and dad has 1, or vice versa. So both parents' involvement, but they've done research on the need for social support, like the maternal grandmother. So if they're helping out when there's a baby, playing with the baby, obviously. So those interactions for brain development, adoption and birth parents, they have some research on that and kind of how it affects kids, daycare, infant abuse, and then the appropriate environment. Be able to read what the baby needs, like playing at appropriate times. And one of the practice tools they use for it is the home observation measurement of the environment. It's called the home inventory. We would use that at Lighthouse. So I know that's getting us to early childhood. So we're getting to from 1 to 4. The big difference when you're 1, the goal is to master just crawling and walking. So when you turn 1, you want to be able to crawl and walk eventually. You're imitating sounds. You manipulate the physical world to learn. Like a lot of them like throw shit or dump it out, and you get annoyed with it, but they're learning from it. You're like, that's how they learn. They learn gravity. They see if you pick it up. They learn your reaction. And your sense of self begins. You're connected to your parents. At 4, your mobility is used for exploration. So they'll run 100 yards before you can see that they're gone. Masters spoken language and communicates thoughts, like they begin speaking in sentences and talking. They even can use mental symbols and then pursue relationships separate from the parent, because you're starting to go to preschool at 3 and 4, sometimes daycare at 2. I guess you could go to daycare at 6 months now, right? Like as early as 6 months, 6 weeks. I know, right? That's got to be tough though, right? Like what do you do as a caregiver there?
It just depends on the kid. Like
Feed them, change them, and
kids, like
their parents hold them a lot at home, so they like want to be held all day at daycare.
And they're heavy.
Yeah.
When you hold them 20 minutes
you
plus.
can't like be holding them all day. You have other kids to tend to. So.
Is it 5-to-1 kids to workers?
Yeah, it just depends.
Yeah.
Mine was like 1 to 5, 2 to. But it was this one kid, he didn't want to sleep. Like, he would go to sleep in your arms, but if you put him down in the crib, he would start screaming on top of his lungs. Like, it was terrible.
That's, I think, how a lot of our kids only would sleep. And we haven't, gotten alone time, like parent time, because of that. You got 4 kids that all want constant needs met. And that's why people space them better. We were bad at spacing them. Some people do space them 2 years apart for that reason. 3 years apart if you can. You like spread it.
How far apart are y'all?
5, 4, 3, and 1. And I'll be 48 this year. So.
That's crazy.
So yeah, if you can probably.
No.
Oh, is it C to C?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
I got one.
So did you know girls develop gross and fine motor skills before boys?
Really?
Yep.
There was a study done saying that maybe in kindergarten that boys should be held back until they're 6 years old to start kindergarten instead of 5.
And boys are usually shorter until 8th grade, right?
Yeah. About 9th grade.
Yeah. So I guess the girl can beat on them until they're 9th grade. Like, yeah. So gross motor skills are running and jumping. Fine motor skills are like building towers, doing the zipper. And my oldest is a girl, so she's already way ahead of the boy who's 10 months younger than her. Like, when they fight, she can run circles around because she's already ahead and she's older. So he is young for his class, but he's the one that they kicked out of preschool and put into kindergarten for half the day, as he does better when he's busy. But I don't know. He could still be behind on some of that. He's good on the stupid little iPad or whatever those things are, like, scrolling.
You let them have a lot of like screen time?
We have, and we're learning that was, a problem. Because you take it away and they think you ripped their arm off of their, like, out of the socket. They're like, ah! So, you live and you learn. You make lots of mistakes as a parent and hope they're forgivable, because you just don't know. Strengths and hazards. So nutrition. We have in America, so this isn't across the globe. We actually had malnutrition when I lived in Nicaragua, where a 5-year-old was the size of a 2-year-old, and they're small because they're malnourished. But 1 in 3 in America, we have obesity before age 5. So like, that's if it's 85% on body mass index. So creating family, well, it's our food. It's what we put in it. It's the high fructose corn syrup. It's partially hydrogenated soybean oils. So trying to get kids to like 1 and 2 ingredient foods instead of the like 17 ingredient foods, which is hard because it goes bad quicker too. That's why they preserve it with 17 ingredients, and why we can keep it on the shelf and not think about it for 6 months.
That's so crazy. That's why America's so big.
It's the food scientists. And I mean, Kroger even hires their own food scientists now. So they have people try to mimic what's in Oreos and make the same Kroger brand, or mimic what's in Mountain Dew and make a Kroger brand out of it, or mimic what's in Wheat Thins and they have Kroger brand. So they food science their way, and then what will stay on the shelf longer, what won't go bad. And, even vegetables are starting to be, I guess, covered with like a wax so they don't go bad quickly. So they're saying, watch out for non-organic vegetables, but it's expensive to shop organic. So I started growing my own food when I can. That's a lot of work too. So cognitive development, this is the theorist, and you guys will hear a lot about theory, is Piaget. Dr. Piaget called this the pre-operational stage. So from 2 to 4 years old, you can mentally represent objects like playing house. Like my 2 and now 3 and 4-year-old can play house. Like they're really good at watching something they see on their pad or on TV and then mimic it. but they also have egocentrism. So they cannot distinguish others' perspective from their own. So they lose their shit. They're like, I want food now. And like, no, you need to like open this now. And I'm like, you're going to wait. And I'll like, you know, kind of do it kind and lovingly, but like teach them patience, teach them things that you're not the center of the universe. So the one thing they show this, and this is a good one to show. Does it let you, have you guys heard of the 3-mountain problem? Let's see if I can get one here. This happens a lot with the kids. At age 3 and 4, they're just so egocentric. They aren't able.
Can you tell me what you see when you look at that from where you're sitting? What are some of the things that you see?
And a cat.
A cat.
And a tree and a bone.
Okay, now we're going to do the same thing. Can you tell me what you see when you look at it from that stool?
An owl.
An owl?
And him.
What is that?
A goat.
A goat?
Yeah.
Okay, is there anything else you see?
Yeah, right there.
Right there, what is that?
A tree.
A tree.
And that's another little tree.
Another little tree? And can you tell me what I see when I...
So this is where he can't do it. He's not able to think and put his eyes where she is, like turn it around. He's probably 3 or 4 years old, but they're egocentric. So like their brain can't do that yet. They're like, she's like, what do you think I see? And he's already named the stuff from the side she's sitting on, but he's
look at this from where I'm sitting right here.
An owl.
Okay.
And a goat.
Mm-hmm.
And another tree. And that. And that.
Okay, so
this dude is above the age, so he's like 5, 6, 7 years old, 6, 7, and he can think about.
Can you tell me what you see from that side?
A fox and a bone and a volcano and a rock and a big fat Christmas tree.
Now, Braxton, can you tell me what I see from where I'm sitting?
A bird and a river and a volcano and a horsey and a rock and a plant.
So they can't see it from their side, but he remembers, and he's able to put his eyeballs where hers are. And that doesn't develop till you're 5, 6, 7, pretty much. So, and you can do it with any of your nieces or nephews. You could test them like that. And the 3 mountains are there because you can only see what's on your side of the mountains. And then when she's on her side of the mountain, she can only see what's on her side of the mountains, and the dude over here can't see it. So you really do have to think. And here's something that explains the brain. We'll see if it's any good, but they'll probably give us 15 commercials first. Why that is.
hbse's 3-mountain task was developed to explore how children perceive different viewpoints, focusing on egocentrism during the pre-operational stage of cognitive development, ages 2 to 7. The task uses a model with 3 distinct mountains, each with unique features: a snow-capped peak, a house, and a tree. A child is asked to describe their own view of the model, then choose from photographs to represent how a doll, positioned at different points around the model, would see it. hbse's aim was to assess whether children could understand perspectives other than their own. In his findings, children younger than 7 consistently failed the task. They chose photos that matched their own view rather than the doll's perspective, demonstrating what hbse called egocentrism, the inability to decenter from their viewpoint. As children mature into the concrete operational stage, ages 7 to 11, they develop the ability to take other perspectives and succeed in the task. This shift reflects the cognitive transition from egocentric thinking to the ability to mentally represent multiple viewpoints. The experiment is closely tied to hbse's theory of cognitive development, where children's thinking progresses through distinct stages: sensoromotor, pre-operational, concrete operational.
So I know the theories are sometimes extra. They do put them on the licensure exam, so that's why I throw them out there. But that's one that shows egocentrism. And there's the the doll they're talking about, and then the 3 mountains that they look from. Now, from 4 to 7, you get more intuitive thought, like reasoning, but not formal logic, the how and the why. But at this age, they can't understand that a property of like a liquid, it has the same, say if I poured all of this into a small thin cup, and they have other ones that show this well, but you have to be probably 7 to 11 to understand it. So with their information processing, learning to attend to the relevant information, and memory, problems of storage rather than retrieval. And most all of us have infantile amnesia. You won't remember anything before age 3. Does anybody remember anything before age 3? By chance? What's your earliest memory, do you think?
Probably like daycare.
So maybe 3, 4, or 5?
Or not daycare, preschool.
Yeah. Okay. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mine was about that too. I was probably right at 3. And here's one that shows from 3 to 7 a video of these conservation problems. And I'm sure it will be harder than I thought it was to find. But it shows them pouring the liquid into, say, for example, a glass with a thinner spouts. So, and then how the kids from there, well, there it is. This kid's funny.
What is it about Chamberlain University?
And from like really 3, 4, 5, 6, you can't tell the difference.
So I'm gonna make 2 rows of quarters.
You could do this with every niece and nephew you have, and they'll probably do the same.
Okay.
He's young.
Does this row have more quarters? Does this row have more quarters, or are they the same?
The same.
The same? Okay, now watch. Now, does this row have more quarters? Does this row have more quarters, or are they the same?
That one has more quarters.
That one has more quarters?
Yeah.
Why does that one have more quarters?
Because it's stretched out.
Because it's stretched out?
Yes.
Okay, so how many are in this row?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, how many are in this row?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So, are there more in this row, or are they the same?
The same.
The same?
Yeah.
So we figured it out.
Okay, so we have 2 sticks. Is this stick longer? Is this stick longer, or are they the same?
The same.
The same? What about now? Is this stick longer? Is this stick longer, or are they the same?
That stick is longer.
The stick is longer?
Yeah.
Can you tell me why?
Because you moved it over.
So now it's longer.
Yeah.
Okay, tell me. I'm gonna pour blue water into each of these cups, and you're gonna have to tell me when they have the same amount, okay? Okay, tell me when this one is the same.
The same.
The same? Those 2 are the same now?
Yeah.
Okay. They're the same? Good.
The way that's the same.
Good. Okay, now watch this. We're gonna take the blue water from this glass. We're gonna pour it into this glass. Now, does this glass have more water? Does this glass have more water, or are they the same?
Has more water.
This one has more water? Can you tell me why?
Because that one's higher than that one.
That one's higher than that one, right? Can you tell me, does this ball have more Play-Doh? Does this ball have more Play-Doh, or are they the same?
That one has more Play-Doh.
That one has more?
Yeah.
Let's try and make them the same. Make them into 2 of the same size. What about now?
They're the same.
They're the same now?
Yeah.
Okay, now watch. Now, does this one have more Play-Doh? Does this one have more Play-Doh, or are they the same?
That one has more Play-Doh.
That one has more Play-Doh? Can you tell me why?
You smushed that one.
Because that one's smushed. How about now? Does this one have more Play-Doh? Does this one have more Play-Doh, or are they the same?
The same.
Now they're the same. Why are they the same?
You load that one back up.
Okay, great.
This one I've used with my own kids, so you can do this one if you really want to. This is interesting.
Okay. Did we share the graham crackers fair? Is this fair?
Yes.
Yes? Can you tell me why it's fair?
Yeah, what did I do?
I have one.
You have two, and I have one.
Is that fair?
No.
No? How about now?
Now that's fair.
Now that's fair. Why is that fair?
You have two, and I have two.
Yeah.
So it's up till that age that they aren't able to really do the conservation problems as well. And you can find so many videos of how it's done, and you can do your own tests. But something that still holds true to this day, language-wise, I remember some of you saying you do have nieces or nephews, but watching them talk, a lot of times they only have one word at the age of one or two. And they comprehend you before they can talk. Like you could talk to them and they like look at you and understand. They're like, but they can't talk back. Like my 15-month-old does this all the time. Like I'll say something about going down to the basement and she starts walking down to the basement, but she can't say anything. She knows exactly or I just go, and she knows we're going to go see the cats in the basement. So she knows. But at 3 years old, then they can talk about people, objects, not present. Their vocab is about 900 words. And then by 6 years, so just double their age, they got a vocabulary of 8,000 words. You go from 900 words to 8,000 words. And I'll have a 6-year-old in June, on June 14th. So 8,000 words. Isn't that crazy? Or 14,000 words. So universal grammar, so like structural facets of language, ground rules are innate, child's mind is not a blank state. Yeah, slate.
In those early ages, are they mostly picking up words from like the people around them?
That's all they learn. Maybe like the iPad or the iPod or whatever they watch, TV, that type of stuff. I have a 3-year-old who his favorite word is fawking. So I'm glad he kind of mispronounces it, but my mom was like, what did he just say? I'm like, he said what you thought he said. He's like, mom's fawking. And I'm like, oh my God. It wasn't me. My wife's like, well, you cuss too. Yeah, I've worked with kids for 20 years. So there's a time to turn it on and turn it off. But we're trying to undo it, but now the 4-year-old and the 5-year-old are picking up on it. The 4-year-old the most is saying it all the time because he sees it triggers my wife.
The one kid is teaching the other ones.
The 3-year-old's teaching them, yeah. And they used to, they all pick up on different things. But yeah, I know my brother at 3, his first word was shit. And my mom corrected him, or when he was 2, maybe, whatever his first word was. When he said shit, he did not speak after that at 2, 3, and 4. He would go up because she like yelled at him for cussing. So he teaches at UC now. He turned out okay. He's, a little bit unique, but yeah, cussing, that's what they learn. Like if you cuss, they're going to cuss. How do
you handle that? Although you know that like they aren't meaning to be like whatever, like they're just probably exploring.
Yeah. We do tell them he can't say it, that it's an adult, or my wife's trying everything. She's doing the mouth out with soap thing lately. We haven't done that. When he said it to my parents, I guess for dramatic effect, I went and got their bar of soap and brought it to him. He started crying. I'm like, we're gonna have to wash your mouth out, dude. My parents were kind of laughing, but I don't know. He may be a fucking kind of guy for the rest of his life, and I don't know. So yeah, they learn that stuff. Hopefully he'll get over it because he's in an age where he just wants to trigger. Shoot, I'm remembering now, the 4-year-old, his first, so we had a staircase to the basement of our old house, and she was fearful he'd fall down the steps every time he went by it. And so he'd get right next to it and she'd go, fuck. And so I have a video, if I come up on it again, where he's going down each and every step and he goes, fuck, 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 fuck. And I'm like, God. So she was terrified he'd fall down all the steps. And that was just how she expressed herself. So at 2. The video's when he's 2, as he turned 3 pretty much last year. If he's 4, well, he turned 4 last year. But so if I find the video, I'll try to show you guys. But I know. Oh, that's why I filmed it. It's kind of funny, but you can't laugh in front of him either. So, language development appears to be encouraged by frequency and type of responses. So, reading to them, adult speakers verbalize to children. Bilingualism does not cause speech or language problems. In fact, it may have cognitive advantages in the long term. So, they can pick up 2 languages quickly at young ages. I don't know if anybody here speaks 2 languages, but if we were given 2 languages, we might have picked it up. I never was. Language disorder occurs in 3 or 5% of children. Half will outgrow the problem. So maybe it only ends up with like 2% that have a language problem. Oh yeah, we were showing this chart before, but here it is. Like first words are at really like 18 months, if that's right. 24 is when you have a vocabulary spurt. So when you turn 2, and then almost 3, you have the use of sentences. So at 33 months, you're like 2 years and 9 months old. You start using sentences.
So when they're 18 months, like, would you say that they already know the word, they just can't say it yet? So like, when is the age should you start watching what you say around your child before they get to say it out their mouth?
We clearly failed on that one, so I don't know how to properly answer it. We found a lot of things parenting, like sleep training them, and they still co-sleep. I bet you it is like 18 months.
When they start knowing the word, they just can't say it yet.
Right.
And then kids are like sponges.
They are, yeah, they know.
Like they repeat anything they hear.
My first word was fuck.
See? How long did you say it for?
I don't know. I just know I was cussing at the cat, and the cat had scratched me. That was my first word.
What?
I ain't stopped cussing since. I ain't gonna lie.
But did you get in trouble at school for it ever? That's what I'm worried about.
No, I know how to turn it on and off.
See, that's what I'm hoping he learns how to do. I hope he learns how to do it. But my
Flip up like once.
Maybe once. But I don't know. My teachers though, they was kind of cool though. Like
they were like they'd laugh about it too,
like,
probably.
If it was funny, like if I
right.
it in the right context, and it was funny.
That is true. Okay. Well, maybe I don't know. Yeah. But I still cuss a ton. I would like to use more adjectives, but I don't know.
It builds character. I won't lie.
Did one of you have a question?
I forgot.
That's okay. I may even, because I always like to stop on these like in thirds or in halves, like have that 4, because we're 12, 14 minutes early. Any questions, any on the stuff that we're doing here soon too, that the assignment map, I probably have it here.
Can you pick any disorder for the presentation?
Anything.
Okay.
That's the whole idea. Yeah. It is cool when you get a whole bunch of different ones. We will stay accredited with this. So the application I put due after spring break. Really, you could do all of that after spring break if you want to procrastinate, but I'll give you extra points if you go first. If you present first and you pick a mental health presentation.
What is the first date to present?
I think I said
the 3rd.
Yeah, I think I was saying March. If you really want to go in February, you could, but that would be next week.
Yeah.
Right. And that's okay. I had I have to call these I have to call these
Hi,
guys.
John. This is Holly Stoddard calling from Cincinnati State. I'm calling on behalf of the search committee for the instructor of social work and human and social services role. I will try
I'll
and
interview
reach
for
you
practice.
again today or tomorrow. Talk to you soon.
We had 16 layoffs on Tuesday.
No, you know they getting rid of the whole art department.
That's what I'm afraid of.
They
So
get rid
like,
of the freshman and sophomore advisors.
and so like if we all, I don't think we will, but you got 6 mouths to feed and like, you don't know, you got uncertainty.
I don't think they're gonna do nothing with you though.
I
don't know.
But the art department, they got rid of them quick.
But they don't
All
have a
of
lot
them?
of graduates.
Yeah, all
like
arts.
they posted like the majors that don't have like a lot of graduates every year, and the art department was like
For real. But I mean, that's why they merged education, because education used to be its own college.
Oh, so it's art education now.
No, I'm saying that's why they merged College of Education with College of Humanities and Science. So
Because
you
we
know how it
have
used to
more,
be Chaz, now it's Chase.
or education has more. Or
No,
they-
we have more.
Education.
Yeah.
Okay.
And now arts, they closing that down because nobody majors in arts.
You always want to stay fresh. You prepare yourself for every shit circumstance that could happen in life and just like go. But
I feel bad for them though.
I do too.
I mean, these people, like for example, Dr. Claxton.
He's been here forever.
Forever.
Hopefully it's 30 years because then he could retire.
He's being let go. Yeah, all of them. The whole road department of arts
Yeah.
is being let go.
That's what kind of freaked me out.
Yeah, everybody is being let go. No more artists.
We have good accreditation, everything here. I think we should be fine, but it's a lesson in life to prepare for
Social work?
anything.
Oh, I better be able to show my degree. It better not be like Grand Canyon. It don't mean nothing. I'm not playing.
Is that what Grand Canyon is?
Yeah.
Isn't social work one of the most popular programs here?
We have like 150 in psychology as 150. I think the biggest would be business. Is there any business majors in here?
They don't do
Are they the biggest? How many do they have? Like, are there tons of students over there? I heard it's like 200.
Yeah.
What the exercise science program is.
Is it small or big?
No, it's just bad.
It's terrible.
Oh.
All of our science is bad.
Like,
Really?
Like I know when
They
they
got
got
a
life
whole
science
building
education,
for it, like,
and I'm
that's
not
so
gonna lie, like, hey, social work best program out here. for real.
We can get you a license your senior year. You can get your license your senior year.
Oh, I was gonna ask you about that. Since I'm finished with my practicum and stuff, I can sit for my license, can I?
Yes. Do you graduate in May? You can take it right now.
Do I get to use the license though?
You can use it the day you graduate.
Oh, well, no, I just wait.
You take it in May.
Yeah.
Right.
I can't use it anyway.
I mean, you could get a CDCA license, chemical dependency counselor assistant. That pays a lot of money too. Yep. I can send you the, what's it called?
Here you go.
Thank you. Does anybody want the CDCA?
I thought, didn't you post it for on our thing?
Yeah, I did, but I don't think you're in the class anymore.
Thanks, Mikey. Wait.
No.
You got my email?
No.
I can send it to your email.
Okay.
How do you spell it again?
In Laney. In.
Did I send you all that?
Yeah, there we go.
Was any of that any good or is it all
Yeah,
too old?
it was. I looked at it.
So this is how you can get a license with just a tag on it before you graduate and a $50,000 a year job right now.
Even if it's, I got to go because I got to hurry up and eat before 4 o'clock.
All right, you got it. See ya. Oops. Yeah.
Is the presentation group work individual?
Individual. Is that okay? Do you like group better? People hate groups usually because you have people that won't do any work. That's why I do everything individual.